What is up, guys? Stark here. I am back for another Fate video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the December 2021 calendar. So again, it is a new month, and that means a new calendar. It is also December, so that means it's also going to be the traditional 25 Days of Fate series. That's basically where I go through every single day in the month of December leading up until Christmas, and I make one video about Fate in some form or fashion. Usually they're just like character videos or, banner pulls, things like that. I'm going to try and do some different things this year. This might be the last year of the 25 Days of Fate that I make. It's very difficult to make 25 videos in 25 days, especially considering my work schedule has gotten pretty crazy. It's been very difficult for me to make any sort of videos. So I'm really going to push myself very hard to not fail. I haven't failed in any of the other years I've done this, and I really don't want to fail this time. And we'll see how it goes. If I have too much trouble with it, it might be the end. And if not, then maybe we'll go ahead and give it a go next year. But for now, I'm not worried about the future. For now, we're worried about getting these videos out to you guys. And since it is the first of the month, we are going to start with the calendar. So we did have the Chaldea broadcast last night, and they did release the Lost Belt 5 information and news. And while that was not very unexpected, what they did announce was a little bit unexpected. And that has everything to do with the banner and the lack of a certain character on there. So on the 1st of December, we do have Lost Belt 5, Part 1 for the Summoning Banners. So Summoning Banner number 1 will be available. And it's going to feature the new 5-star archer, Super Orion, who is a fantastic character, one of the best archers in the game. He is definitely someone that I do recommend that everyone should at least consider pulling for. Highly recommended servant in my opinion. I myself will definitely be pulling for him probably later today on stream. So depending on when you're watching this video, definitely feel free to check out my Twitch channel for that. We'll definitely be doing my pulls at some point today. We do also have a new 3-star writer, Mandricardo, which is the only reason why he's listed here, because he's a new character. He'll be rated up for the entirety of the event, so will Super Orion, and so will the returning character for the 4-star Assassin of Paraiso. The biggest thing here, and I'm sure you guys are all aware of it, if you guys watch the broadcast, everyone knows about it, you've probably seen it on Twitter, we're missing a character. So we are missing Europa. She is a brand new character that was released on this banner at this point in time in JP, 5-star writer, and she is absent completely. They didn't mention her at all. They didn't say anything about it. They just kind of pretended like she didn't exist, and that's very curious to me. Now, I think there's a couple reasons why they did this. I think the main reason is that there's 2 new 5-star characters debuting at the same time. Maybe they decided they wanted to take her off Part 1 and put her on Part 2, because there are no new characters on Part 2. So perhaps they did that to try and get people to pull on both banners. I don't know the reasoning. All I know is that she's not available for this banner. And that means that the banner will not change from the 1st until it goes away. So all 3 of those characters will be rated up every day, so there's really not much to talk about there. However, there is one other banner on the 1st that we do need to talk about, and that is the Thanksgiving banner. It'll be the final day for that, so if you did want to pull for Shang Yu, he is available today and today only for that. And then after that, the Thanksgiving banner does go away. So now we're going to go ahead and skip over to the 8th of December, which is when we presumably should get the Part 2 campaign banner for Lost Belt 5. This will introduce us with Achilles and Estrella as recruitable characters. Both of these characters have already been previously released in the game, and so they might give Europa here for us. I don't know, and I don't want to include her in the video because I'm not sure, but just keep that in mind. There's a possibility that she could be on this banner. If she doesn't show up on this banner, I realistically don't know when she's gonna be available. But regardless, we'll have Achilles and Estrella. Achilles is a pretty good servant as well. So definitely a character that is worth pulling for. He's not limited though, so you don't really have to go out of your way to get him. You could take him with the 5-star ticket if you really wanted to, that we're going to get next year. But he is really good, so in my opinion, he's worth pulling for. Again though, this banner does not change, so from the 8th until the 14th, when this banner goes away, there'll be no changes, so there's not much else that we need to talk about. So we're going to go ahead and skip over to the next banner date. Alright, so here we are, we're back, and now we're at the 15th of December. We're kind of just flying through this month. There's really not a lot of changes going on here, and this is just a guess, in my opinion, but I do assume that we're going to get the Christmas event on the 15th of December when the Lost Belt 5 banners go away. And the more I thought about it, the more it made sense that we didn't get Astolfo last month in November, because JP didn't get a Christmas event in 2019. I feel like the plan was to do a rerun of the Quetzalcoatl event in December, and it just didn't work out, so it kind of left a dead period for JP for Christmas events, and they had already gotten their new one in November. But for us on NA, it just kind of made sense to push this back to December when it's Christmas to have the Christmas event. Since we're not going to be getting a new Christmas event anyway, and we're not going to get the rerun of Quetzalcoatl, why not just put Astolfo here? And that's exactly what I think is going to happen. The fact that we haven't gotten it yet just reinforces that for me. So I do expect to get Astolfo on the 15th or the 16th. I mean, we could get it on the 22nd, but then it'll run into the New Year's. And I think they would like to just finish up with all this stuff before the end of the year, so we could start January 2022 back on schedule and, you know, start over, I guess, so to speak. But I do think we'll get Astolfo relatively soon after these banners end. And Astolfo is a new 5-star saber. I do already have the video for him out on my channel at this point in time. It does come out with a couple other characters. You have the 4-star caster Nursery Rhyme. You have 4-star archer Ashwatthama. Ooh, I think I said that really wrong. I'll get better the more I say it. I'm not going to trip myself over this too much. You guys know who I'm talking about, Hot Wheels, okay? Hot Wheels is going to be rated up. Now you do also have Nightingale available every now and then, so on the 17th she will be available. All 4 characters will be available for that, and that will hold true until the 20th, when it's just Astolfo and Nursery Rhyme. Astolfo is rated up the entirety of the event, so I don't really need to talk about him too much there. And then starting on the 20th, we're going to start rotating, so the 21st we'll see Ashwatthama rated up, and then the 22nd we have Nursery Rhyme back as a rated up character. The 23rd, Ashwatthama goes away and Nightingale comes back. The 24th, Nursery Rhyme goes away and Ashwatthama comes back. The 25th, Nightingale goes away and Nursery Rhyme comes back. And that'll be the same for the 26th. And then on the 27th until the end of the banner, you do have all 4 characters available for rate up, and that will take us into the end of the month, the end of the year, and that'll lead us into 2022, which we'll start over again, start back in January, get a whole new set of calendars, a whole new set of servants, and I have more to talk about all those servants and all that stuff happening in 2022 on future videos for the 25 Days of Fate, so stay tuned to my channel for that. But for now, let me know what characters for December you guys are interested in. Me personally, I'm definitely pulling for Super Orion, and I will probably pull for Astolfo as well. Have no intention on pulling for Achilles, as I already have him. The only way I'll pull on that banner is if Europa is available, but I really won't go too hard for that, because like I said, I do plan on using my ticket for Europa, but I'll definitely try and use my available courts to get her. That way I can use the ticket on Anastasia if I do end up getting Europa, because there still are a few more 5-star characters that I need, so I am trying to just get them all as quickly and as efficiently as possible. But that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I will be doing my Super Orion pulls later on Twitch today, so depending on when you guys are watching this video, definitely keep an eye out on your Twitch notifications and your Twitter notifications to see if I'm going live, because this video should definitely be on YouTube before I start streaming, so keep that in mind. If you guys are watching this at a later point in time, then just know that I will upload my Super Arvine pulls to YouTube as one of the 25 Days of Fate videos, so you'll be able to watch all the rerun from that later on. But for now, that is the end of this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I have all the links below to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord, so feel free to check those out, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for day 2 of the 25 Days of Fate.